What a heart-pounding finish to the 2025 Progressive Grand National Cross Country GNCC Series. Imagine dreaming of clinching the championship on a 250F bike, only to have it slip away due to a dramatic crash with just 1.5 races left in the season. That's the roller coaster ride Grant Davis endured. But stick around, because this story is packed with twists, triumphs, and a controversial edge that might just change how you view off-road racing glory. For those new to the sport, GNCC stands for Grand National Cross Country, an exhilarating motorcycle racing series where riders tackle grueling off-road trails over hours, battling dust, mud, and their own endurance. It's like a marathon on two wheels, with classes like XC1, Open Pro, and XC2, 250 Pro, separating the big bikes from the smaller ones. This year, the championship chase was a nail-biter between Davis, a rising star who had already secured back-to-back XC2 titles, and veteran Ben Kelley, who was hungry to reclaim his throne after years of setbacks. Davis's ambitions unraveled at the second-to-last event, the Wieskode John Penton GNCC, where a major spill resulted in a concussion and a did-not-finish DNF. This setback catapulted Kelley back into contention, heading into the season finale at the Yamaha Racing Ironman GNCC in Crawfordsville, Indiana, a legendary track known for its dusty, treacherous terrain. Davis switched gears literally and figuratively, moving up to the XC1 class and starting on the front row. But despite his pedigree, he couldn't complete the grueling 3-hour race, posting on his Instagram story, "Wasn't the day I was looking for dealing with my head." Didn't end up finishing, but move on and get it next year. With Davis out of the equation, Kelley suddenly had a clearer path to victory, but his own race was far from smooth. Picture this, battling for spots in a cloud of dust so thick you can barely see, and then bam, your bike's air filter clogs up, nearly derailing everything. I knew at the pit that Grant was out, and I was battling with Jordan Ashburn in fourth. We were fighting for the third-place spot. I was comfortable there. That's when my bike started to bog down, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me." Kelley recounted. He spotted a KTM team member, Timmy Weigand, and pleaded for a new filter. Miraculously, he limped through the lap, got the swap done, but dropped positions and momentarily lost his bearings. I saw a KTM guy, it turned out to be Timmy, Weigand team manager, and told me I needed an air filter. I was able to finish that lap, luckily, and get the filter changed, but I dropped way back and didn't know where I was for a while, and I knew I still needed to score 7 points, and I was like, man, I'm still pretty far back here. They told me I needed 12th, and I was in 9th or 10th. I was getting kicked around in the dust. Despite the chaos, Kelley dug deep, securing 10th place overall, which was just enough to edge out Davis by a razor-thin 4 points, and claimed his second GNCC championship. For context, his first win came in 2021, during a wet, dramatic Ironman finale, against Stuart Baylor. Kelley dominated early in 2022, until a broken leg sidelined him, and the following years brought more injuries. Many riders would have thrown in the towel, but Kelley persevered, and this victory is his well-deserved reward. Reflecting on the season, he said, "Hats off to Grant, we battled hard, and then here late in the season, he started getting the better of me. I just wasn't on it. His time will come, I mean it's already here, he just unfortunately had a crash. That's what happened. It happened to me in the past. It's a gnarly sport, but I'm sure he'll be back, and we'll be back battling next year." Kelley was candid about his own race. "I'm pumped. I'm stoked, but I wish I had had a better race here to cap off the season. I put myself in a good position, and I felt like I had the speed for the last few laps. I was just going to try to save some energy for the end. But my bike, it just sucked up too much dust there, and she started to bog down. I had to nurse it to the finish. That was like lap 3 or 4. We did an air filter swap, but I was back to like 9th or 10th. At that point, I knew Grant Davis was out, and I had to fight. I was fighting the bike, fighting the track. It was hard to see with all the dust, so it was gnarly. Like I said, I felt like I had more speed, but I was struggling, so I just played it smart. He added with genuine emotion, "I'm pumped. It's been a long road with a lot of injuries between now and my first championship. And not many people are able to do it twice. It was an honor to battle with Grant all year. He and I were so close all season, and it took me to ride at my absolute best to beat him. We had some inconsistencies, but in the end, I was the most consistent and put myself in a good position today off the start. I wanted the win, but I prioritized bringing it home safely in the end with the big picture in mind. It's a long season. A lot goes into this. And a big thanks to the FMF KTM factory racing team for all the support. Now, here's where it gets controversial. Was Kelley's championship truly earned through skill, or did Davis's misfortune play too big a role? Some fans argue that injuries and crashes are part of the sport. That's racing, they say. But others wonder if luck and bad breaks shouldn't factor into who gets the crown. And this is the part most people miss. In a sport as unpredictable as GNCC, where a clogged filter or a concussion can flip the script, is consistency over pure talent the real mark of a champion? Food for thought as we dive into the race results. The Ironman GNCC delivered thrilling action across the board. Phoenix Racing Honda swept the top 2 spots, with Michael Witkowski edging out teammate Cody Barnes. Witkowski, racing an XC1, notched his maiden GNCC overall victory, a huge step forward after years of near misses. "Yeah, man, honestly last night I was like, man, I can do this, I've just got to put this all together," he beamed. "Today, man, the bike felt so good. I think that was the key factor. I got a good start and it honestly just felt effortless. They always say when you win it feels easy, but it truly was. Just a special day. It went so smooth." Just a huge thanks to the team. It was incredible. To go into the off-season like this, it will make it so much easier to put in all those hours. Barnes, who clinched 2nd overall and the XC2 title, reflected, "It was a good day. I got off to a 3rd-place start, which was good, and made a couple of passes. I got off by myself, and I was with the XC1 guys, and it was hard to pass. With the dust and the fields, no one wanted to let anyone by, I get it. 2nd overall on the day is good, and for Phoenix Honda to finish 1-2 is good. It shows the progression of the team. 1st place in XC2 feels good, and this is the closest I get to a race at home." Ampro Yamaha's Liam Draper aimed for the win after a close call in the previous round but settled for 3rd. "It was a battle from the word go. I had a pretty average start. I don't know where I was, but it wasn't at the front. Made some moves and felt really good for the first 2 or 3 laps. Made it to the fuel stop, and after that, I had 3 good crashes back-to-back and lost touch with Mikey Witkowski. From there, it was really tough to dig out of that hole and find my flow again. Yeah, definitely bummed to not get that win." Former champion Jonathan Giroir, battling injuries, grabbed 4th overall, his strongest showing in ages. He was a brutal round here in Ironman. After the first 2 laps, I thought I was in for a long day, although from lap 3, I flipped the switch and started to get going. Felt more like the old Johnny. I haven't had a lot of bike time this year through injury, and it has been a bit of a roller coaster for me. But overall, I am happy. We'll look to build some solid momentum through the winter and get ready for 2026. Here's the full top 10 overall results from the Yamaha Racing Ironman GNCC. Michael Witkowski, 02:44:42, North Liberty, Indiana. Honda. Cody J. Barnes, 02:44:55.189, Sterling, Illinois. Honda. Liam Draper, 02:45:18.699, Auckland, New Zealand, Yamaha. Jonathan Giroir, 02:45:26.185, Southwick, Massachusetts. Grant Baylor, 02:45:26.632, Belton, SC Kawasaki. Brody Johnson, 02:46:111.311, Landrum SC, Honda. Jordan Ashburn, 02:46:21.037, Cookeville, Tennessee, Gas. Kyla Russell, 02:46:21.650, Boonville, North Carolina, Yamaha. Josh Strang, 02:46:33.010, Inverell, Australia, Beta. Ben Kelley, 02:46. While the title fight stole the spotlight, the race itself showcased team strength, with Phoenix Honda's 1-2 finish highlighting their growth. And here's a subtle counterpoint. In a sport where manufacturers like Honda, Yamaha, and KTM pour resources into teams, does that give certain riders an unfair advantage over independent racers? It's a debate that's raged in motorsports for years. Think of it as the factory bias question. The press release from the Progressive Grand National Cross Country Series captures the essence of the Ironman finale. The curtain fell on the 2025 season of the Progressive Grand National Cross Country Racing, GNCC Racing, series presented by Specialized, an AMA National Championship, at the iconic Ironman Raceway in Crawfordsville, Indiana, where 3 relentless days of off-road action culminated in classic fall conditions and hard-fought finishes. With points tallies locked in, achievements embraced, and rivals already eyeing 2026, the Ironman proved once again why it stands not just as a race, but as the defining bookend of a GNCC season. It praises Witkowski's breakthrough win, Barnes's XC2 dominance, Draper's tenacity, Garowar's comeback, and more, including Grant Baylor's 5th-place grit. Other highlights include Jordan Ashburn's 7th, Caleb Russell's 8th, Josh Strang's 9th, and of course, Kelley's 10th that sealed the deal. In the XC3 125 Pro-Am class, Ryder Siggety claimed victory, with Jason Crawford 2nd and Isaiah Brown 3rd. Top amateur honors went to Lane Whitmer, 250A, 15th overall, Van Adams, Open A, 16th, and Gavin Simon, 250A, 19th. In women's racing, Corey Steed won her first WTC GNCC National Championship, edging Brandi Richards by 1.7 seconds, with Rachel Archer 3rd, ending Archer's 4-year reign. Amateur and youth races added excitement. Cole Martinez won the industry class. Zach Osborne was 2nd, Braden Nolet 3rd. In the 8 a.m. amateur race number 1, Gavin Harwell topped the 4-stroke Sea Lights class. The bike youth race saw Cooper Duff win YXC1 Super Mini Senior, Philip Arnold 2nd in YXC2 Super Mini Junior, and more. Micro bike winners included Kane Morrison in MXC1 and various others in junior classes. Wrapping up, don't miss the GNCC 50th Anniversary Cruise from December 5th to 8th, 2025, aboard Celebrity Cruise. It's a celebration of 50 years of GNCC history, with events, relaxation, and nostalgia. Book through Liz Perry at 714-516-3771 or perry.liz@aceaaa.com. For more on GNCC, visit www.gnccracing.com or call 304-284-0084. What do you think? Does resilience like Kelley's outweigh raw talent in defining a champion? Or should we question if external factors like equipment failures shift the narrative? Share your opinions in the comments. I'd love to hear if you agree that crashes are just part of the game or if they tarnish the victory.